Howdy folks, we're going to do a quick walk around. Granted, I did not wash the exterior yet, but we're going to do a walk around just to show you the whole setup inside and out. Alright, so I'm selling with the camper this Trekker weight distribution hitch. It's a 600 pound because the tongue weight on this camper is only like 400. I'll get the exact weight, but it's 400 something pounds, I think, maybe 425. Next is we have two 20-pound LPs. We have an electric front lift. I have set up on here dual batteries, and that extends your boondocking capabilities. And all this is just from the campground we had it at this year. We'll be cleaning that right off. So now on this side, the driver's side of the vehicle, we have this access door. So again, we didn't clean everything out just yet. There's a little bit of stuff in here, but this bunk folds up. So this bunk folds up, and you could fit mountain bikes in here, all kinds of gear, wood, whatever you want. And just to show you, we're folding down the bunk, and you can see it's a relatively thick mattress, perfect for kids, young adults, and it's a pretty wide bunk. The bunk itself is, I'm gonna guess it's about 40 inches wide, maybe something like that. And then you have this shelf here, which is pretty handy. You have an outlet at that end of the bunk, and we put this hook here, and then we have that light. John, just work the light on and off. Nice bright light. Now we also have this outside shower, which is actually the only separate key to the camper. Everything else is key to like, but that's the outside shower right there. And we did winterize it, so you can see a little bit of pink antifreeze coming out. All right, sorry about that. I had to use two hands. Now right here is one of my favorite features of the vehicle here. This is the black tank flush. So in other words, your toilet tank is right behind here. Well, it's down low, but this is elevated a little bit higher. But you plug your water line into here, and as you're draining your black tank, this rinses the whole inside of the tank and cleans the sensors. Every time that I flushed my tank, I did it 3 times, refilled the tank with the flush, and drained it again. And then I ran it for about 10 minutes. That silver square at the bottom is your heat exhaust. This is the back of the refrigerator. You got your cable TV hookup right here. Your low point drain is underneath. Then you have your city water connection. And then you have your cord, 30 amp service on this camper. You can see you got a huge window here. So we're just going to show you the slide. It is a long slide, and it's deceiving looking, but I'll tell you what, that's a king size bed in there, and you do not get a lot of king size beds in campers. You can easily fit 3 people on that bed, easily. Okay, so in the front here, you have storage, and this is where I kept a lot of my extra components for, you know, draining the tanks, hoses, bungee cords, citronella candles, a whole bunch of things. You actually have a lot of space in there. Goes all the way back there. So now you have 2 power outlets right here. You have your cable for the TV right here, And this is a television mount which comes with the camper. I have it inside, so you can attach it to your TV. You have a kitchen window. That square thing is a vent for the stove. And then you have two exterior interior speakers. Then I just replaced all the tires. So these are Goodyear Endurance, and I changed all 5 including the spare. And they got less than 250 miles on them. That's your fresh water fill. And this is your hot water tank. Spare tire, LED lights, and your poop chute hoses store inside the bumper. These caps come right off, and there's where I keep the hose. Hoses do not come with the camper. So we have a 16-foot awning. Retractable awning. Go just a smidge more, then roll back. Roll it back till that flap falls. Now go back out now, just a smidge. All right, so a little bit more, just to show it. All right, so it could come out a few more inches, but that awning works awesome. All right, roll it back in. So we have LED lighting underneath the awning, and believe me, this is really bright. And we are going to give this awning a cleaning. You can't help but get water up in there when it rains, and you know, it kind of makes marks on the awning, but you got to clean it periodically. It's a pain in the butt, but it works. So we have this huge window that's right next to the dinette, across from the sofa inside. All right, so here's a video of the bottom bunk. That's what I showed you earlier. And then here's a picture of the top bunk. And this ladder will come with the camper. And just for reference, this is about almost 3 feet high. It does round off, but your younger kid can sleep in here. You have your own light. You got outlets up here, and we put a hanger. Same thing down here. We got the light. Just to show you how bright it is. It's actually super bright. We do have an outlet right here by the main door. Fire extinguisher. We put we have our controls here. This is the LED lights outside. This is the interior lights right here. And then your awning control in and out. Now we put hooks here, here, and here, and that's where we hang our keys at night and stuff like that. Now you do have drop shades, and all these windows have screens, but these, this one here, you gotta pull the string on this window, but all the other ones, this one, it's nice, blocks the light, but all the other ones are pulled down. I'll show you in a second. We're still pulling some of our stuff out of here, but you have a dual sink right here. You have your oven, which you have to light the pilot. 3-burner propane stove. You got your fan and light and a microwave. That's the whole counter setup. Now these wires hanging right here are for a television. We had it set up so we can have a swing arm on this here. That's where you mount it. You have a cable port to plug into, a DC outlet, and you have an AC outlet. So when you're on shore power, you use the AC outlet. But I had bought, and I'm not going to sell with the camper, but I was able to run a TV off the DC and still get digital channels. I can explain that to you if you purchase the camper. So here's the dinette. It's in its bed form right now, but the table you can see beneath it. This folds up to a table and 2 bench seats. I'm not going to fold them up now. This is in the upright position, the sofa. This is the reason I bought this camper. It was the shortest footprint that I could tow with a 1500 half-ton truck and still have a sofa. Hard to find in this dual axle trailer. You notice you have a king size bed back here with curtains, privacy curtains. You got hangers here. You got 3 deep cabinets. We stored a lot of our towels and extra linens and blankets. Those are the arms for the sofa. Goes on the left and the right. And the mattress is in great shape. Huge bed, huge bed. Easily 3 adults on this bed. Storage beneath the sofa. Sofa in its relaxed position. You also have a window right there for cross-flow ventilation. You have a screen window right there for cross-flow ventilation. And both windows on the bunk here open up. I have a lot of storage here. Dual cabinets beneath the sink, small cabinet beneath the oven, and 3 drawers right here. This is your slide out for the back slide, the bunk, and you have a power outlet right there. Also an AC outlet beneath the dinette bunk or seat, this seat here. And also underneath that side is your water pump, and underneath that side is your water heater. Easy access. Water pump is already set up, and you could go to one of my YouTube videos. It's set up with a tube where you can put your tube into the gallon of antifreeze and it draws easily right into the system. No fuss. The square on the left is your fuse box. Just below it is your CO2 detector. That's your heater. This is access to your low point drains, which are, I don't know if you could see them, but they're right there. Easy to get at. This here is a pantry, which we have emptied out. Deep pantry. Let's see. I can barely touch the tip of my fingers inside there. That's how deep it is. And it's 3 shelves. Fridge and freezer. This is a 3 fuel fridge and freezer. Runs on propane, shore power, and DC power. Good size freezer, deep. And decent sized fridge. Your controls for the heater right here for your temperature. And then you have your water pump control when you're boondocking. If you're hooked up to shore power and shore water, you don't use the water pump. You just use whatever the pressure is at the campground. And you have dual water heaters on this camper, which is awesome. One is electric and one is propane. Now you have your controls here, and this tells you your tank levels. So this is battery power, which is showing full. Fresh water tank, which I have drained right now because the camper is winterized. The black tank is showing full, but it's got some antifreeze in there, which actually I'll drain out before winter. And then you have your gray tank capacity. Here's the bathroom. So you have a nice little vanity here. You have a shower, full-size shower, and I love this shower. Curtain, skylight. You have a fan. You have another light here for more light. Plenty of little hooks. We call these octopus hooks. We got to get our broom out of here. You have a couple shelves right here, and you have an under shelf here. Foot pedal operated toilet, and then we added a paper towel holder and a toilet paper holder. And right here, last but not least, you have storage under here, which goes to the outside door, so you have dual access. You have drawer number 1, drawer number 2, and this here is a coat hanger for long, taller stuff. Screen door, which I'll show you, might as well. Perfect. Everything in this camper is in working order. We have never had a problem. Anybody who buys this camper is going to be very lucky because it was well kept. We're going to give it the final cleaning this week, but it's going on the market tonight or tomorrow.